Hey everyone, Frank Anders here from Stop Struggling Today. In this little video, I want to share, my journey, how I went from no list to a really decent sized list and how that happened. So basically, when I started online, I started developing traffic products. Okay, and I really didn't think that. I thought all this list nonsense was just that, you know. I thought the people that were saying the money's in the list, well, I thought they were selling list building products, hosting, autoresponders, all of that stuff. So I didn't spend any time or energy building a list. Like I said, I was developing products that were producing me a really decent amount of traffic, right? So I guess I had a little bit of arrogance. I figured I was going to do things differently. And for a while, it worked great. I was able to bring quite a bit of traffic to my sites, and I was able to sell some of the software that I produced. But along the way, one of my major traffic sources, it stopped producing the way it was. In fact, its effectiveness went down by about 80%. And you know what happens when 80% of your traffic goes? So does 80% of your sales. So here I was about 3 years in business. Things had been fairly good. And then all of a sudden now, my income drops by 80%. And now I was feeling rather foolish because I didn't have a list, right? I was able to drive thousands and thousands of visitors to my sites every month. And now that ability changed. Now, do I still use traffic tools and stuff? Of course I do. It's a major part of my online business strategy. I develop tools. I work with other providers that develop tools. But one of the sorry lessons I learned is when you don't have a list, if something changes, and it always does, right? Nothing remains the same, then you get stuck. So here I am, I'm scrambling to try to find a way to increase my traffic again, trying different tools. I'm looking at every freebie method possible to generate leads and traffic and build a list. Paid media was out of the question for me because I still did not believe I had enough experience to get a very good ROI. Right? I didn't want to lose all my money in the paid traffic game. It's awesome if it works for you, but not so much if it doesn't. So here I am, I'm trying every method I can. And you know what? Most of them were real crap. And they either turned out to be too costly or too timely or too slow, right? And then I discovered the power of free. I mean, purely by accident, I guess you say. I come across this little plugin for WordPress, and it was a refer a friend plugin. So basically what it did is that if I offered a freebie that you had to, if you wanted the freebie, you had to bring me a couple more signups. So I thought, okay, what a great concept, right? And I had one in mind. I thought it was a fairly valuable one, a software that I didn't put on the market yet that I was going to sell for about $50. So I said that if people brought me 5 for free, I'd give them the software, right? So I figured that's pretty good. You know, you give somebody almost like $10 a lead, right? So after the first, I guess it was about week, I had a grand total of 37 leads. And after 10 days, I had 47 leads. So not very impressive at all. And I abandoned the entire concept and I went back to the current product launch that I was doing. So about 5 weeks goes by and I check my get response. And holy cow, if I go and I see my get response, because remember, I wasn't building a list back then. So I basically was paying for an autoresponder every month and I wasn't even using it. And to my surprise, I'll never forget it. I had 1,097 opt-in leads because a couple people did think that was a good opportunity and they wanted all their team to have this software too. So they shared and they got their people to share. And can you imagine that? That 47 leads that I developed kind of by myself turned into almost 1,100 leads. So since that time, I've been trying to figure out better ways to do this. And what I discovered is a couple things, and I'll show you here. First, let me show you that every day I have a goal of about 65 leads. Okay, so that's roughly 2,000 a month, and I routinely blow that out of the water. Okay, like today I got 181 leads. And see this campaign? I've been running this campaign for approximately 2 weeks. I shared a bunch in the first week, and then I went on a vacation. My daughter just graduated, so I'm currently living in Belize, so I traveled back to Canada. So I didn't do any work for about 7 days. But look at this. I managed to get 131 leads by sharing in 7 days. Those 131 people brought me 1,057 more. In 2 weeks, I increased my email list by 1,188 people. Okay, there's zero paid media. This is sharing on social media. So what makes that work? You have to have a quality freebie. All right? You have to have, let me say that again, a quality freebie. If you're going to give away junk, nobody's going to do that. These people had to bring me 10 people in order to get the freebie that was worth about $600. Okay, so all of these campaigns, I'm going to show you some other ones in the video below. They all work well. The higher quality video, this is ridiculous results. If you understand the true worth of 1,100, almost 1,200 leads, this is worth about $1,500 guaranteed per month, every month, to an internet market. This is big time money to be able to produce this in a 2 week period of time. And you know what the cool part is? Anybody can do it, so long as the offer is valuable and you share it. Okay? Manually share it, and then some people pick it up. I'll try to make this a little bigger so you can see it better. Okay? This person got 58 people. This person got 54 people. 35 people. So why did they bring in more people than the 10 I asked for? Well, because they wanted their people to get this freebie too. That's the power of viral, right? Every person brought me almost 10 people. Now, did some people bring me no people? Absolutely. But 1,188 with a free method that absolutely anybody could do. No tricks, nothing left out. So what do you need to pull this off? Okay? You need a refer a friend software. So here's kind of like the bad news, right? This, like all of these, you can click on these and go and see them. $59 a month to get 1,000 participants invite box. Rafflecopter is $89 per month. Unlimited participants, but they max you out at 10 referrals each. So you get much more participants, but you can only max out at 10 referrals. And as you can see up here, I had some people bringing me in almost 60 people, right? Referral Rock, $125 a month for 1,000. Ambassador, $300 per month for 1,000. Okay, I'm going to touch on this a little bit because this copy and paste profits is my package, a totally done for you package. So I'm going to come back to that. So the second thing you need is a high value freebie. I believe software works best. So you got to find something that you're allowed, that you can own and you can give away. That's going to cost you between $50 and $500, depending on the value of the freebie that you're going to give away. And then the third thing you need is some time. You just have to do some sharing. If you want to use paid media, fine, but I don't, and I get the results that I showed you above, all right? So back to my copy and paste profits here. I'm doing a special launch, and for a very limited time, for $47, what you're going to get is the entire campaign, the giveaway, and the software. I'm going to create everything. You don't even have to do nothing. You're going to get a special link, and you just start sharing, and the leads will come directly into your autoresponder. Now, I don't know how much better than that. So down here, you watch this video is going to show you a little demo of what what the membership area looks like and what kind of campaigns you can get rocking and rolling. About every 60 days, I'm going to create new campaigns because you can't just share the same thing forever. That's it. That's all. So if you want, you go right ahead, you grab one of these packages from one of these companies and you go get your own freebie and you start. I'm going to include at the bottom of this page my contact info. If you want to contact me on Skype, and even if you go ahead and you do this all yourself, I'll be happy to help you out. No problem. I'll give you some advice. I'll tell you whether or not I think the offer's good. I'll even give you some suggestions on where you can go and find quality stuff, not junk, not PLR garbage, because nobody is going to stop their marketing to market for you for PLR nonsense, okay? You need high quality stuff. But when you have it, you can produce tremendous amount of leads on demand, and even with 3 days of internet marketing experience, you can copy and paste your way to a very large list and you can make yourself some money. Instant traffic on demand when you have thousands of people to email, right? This is not difficult if you do it right. And if you want to partner with me, I'll give you the campaigns that work magically like the one that I'm showing you here. So once again, my name is Frank Anders. Please leave a comment below on my blog, and I look forward to helping you with your copy and paste profit.